Hello students, welcome to maths class. This is Amrita Verma from Jagran Public School, Lucknow. The topic which we will discuss today is subtraction. So first we will understand what is subtraction. Subtraction is an arithmetic operation that represents the operation of removing objects from a collection. The result we get after subtraction is called difference. This is the sign of subtraction. It is called minus. Let us know the terms used for the numbers in subtraction. There are three terms. First term is minuend. The number from which the other number is subtracted is called minuend. And the second term is subtrahend. The number that is subtracted is called subtrahend. And the third term is difference. The answer we get after the subtraction is called difference. In the given example, you can see 16 is the minuend, 10 is the subtrahend, and 6 is the difference. Students, remember all these terms like taken away, left, how many more than, how many more are needed, remained, difference, and given away are used for the subtraction. Let us revise the properties of subtraction. There are three properties of subtraction. First is zero property of subtraction. In this property, 0 is always taken as the subtrahend. When we subtract 0 from a number, the difference will be the number itself. Let us take the numbers 6 and 0. When we subtract 0 from 6, we get the difference 6. In the next example, you can see when we subtract 0 from 12, we get the difference 12. In the second property of subtraction, if we subtract a number from itself, the difference is 0. Let us take the numbers 7 and 7. In the given example, you can see if we subtract 7 from 7 or if we subtract 7 from itself, we get the answer 0. The next property of subtraction. In subtraction, the order in which the numbers are subtracted is important. If we have taken the numbers, as you can see in the example, 3 and 9. When we subtract 9 minus 3 and 3 minus 9, we do not get the same answer. It means 9 minus 3 is not equal to 3 minus 9. Subtraction of two-digit numbers without borrowing. Let's solve this example. We have the numbers 48 and 26. In 48, 8 is at 1's place and 4 is at 10's place. In 26, 6 is at 1's place and 2 is at 10's place. We will subtract 1's column first. 8 minus 6 is equal to 2. In 10's column, 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Now we have 2 10s and 2 1s. So the answer is 22. It means 48 minus 26 is equal to 22. Subtraction of 3-digit numbers without borrowing. We have taken the numbers 479 and the second number is 358. In 479, 9 is at ones place, 7 is at tens place and 4 is at hundred place. In 358, 8 is at ones place, 5 is at tens place and 3 is at hundred place. Let's subtract ones first. 9 minus 8 is equal to 1. In tens column, 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. In hundred column, 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. Now we have 100, 2 tens and 1 ones. So the answer is 121. It means 479 minus 358 is equal to 121. Subtraction of 2-digit numbers with borrowing. We have the numbers 64 and 37. In 64, 4 is at ones place and 6 is at tens place. In 37, 7 is at ones place and 3 is at tens place. Let's find the difference. 4 minus 7. Students, we cannot subtract 7 ones from 4 ones. So, we will borrow 1 tens from tens column. So, 6 minus 1 is equal to 5 and 4 ones plus 10 is equal to 14. So, it 4 becomes 14. Now, 14 minus 7 is equal to 7. Let's subtract tens column. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. We have 2 tens and 7 ones. So the answer is 27. It means 64 minus 37 is equal to 27. Subtraction of 3-digit numbers with borrowing. We will subtract 139 from 256. Let's subtract ones first. In ones column, 6 minus 9. Students, we cannot subtract 9 ones from 6 ones. So, we will borrow 1 tens from tens column. So, 5 tens minus 1 tens is equal to 4 tens and 6 plus 10 is equal to 16. Now, this 6 becomes 16. Now, we can subtract 9 from 16. 16 minus 9 is equal to 7. In tens column, 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. Now, in hundred columns, 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. We have 100, 1 tens and 7 ones. So, the answer is 117. It means 256 minus 139 is equal to 117. There is one worksheet for your practice. Solve all these sums and write their differences. I hope you all have understood the concept of subtraction without borrowing and with borrowing. Thank you.